Good morning, it's Carrie from down in Texas on a much warmer morning this morning. How are you? I hope you are having a splendid morning wherever you are. Gonna put some lipstick on real quick because the lips are definitely dry. Grab your drink, got my trusty iced coffee, my tools. If you need something to eat, grab that too, and let's get started this morning on our brand new day, getting ready and getting ourselves together. I had a wonderful message yesterday from one of my viewers letting me know that she was having a hard time with the volume on my videos. So hopefully I have corrected that this morning and you can hear me better. I sure hope so. If you watch this video again today and you sent me that message, could you respond and let me know that the volume is better? And then that way I know I have corrected the problem or I still have some work left to do. I would appreciate it. Okay, going to first thing, as always, our primer and our moisturizers. As we've talked about so many times in this weather, because of the extreme heat in our homes and because of this extreme cold outside, these two things can really play havoc on your skin and how your makeup looks, because of the condition of your skin. And it is so very important to be making sure that not only are you using your serums before your foundation, this would be your hyaluronic serum, your other products that you put on, like for me it is my dark spot remover that has a moisturizer in it, my serum, my hyaluronic serum, as well as my heavy moisturizer that I put on my face in the mornings, my number 7. That's all before you guys even see me getting started. That is what I put on immediately after I have washed my face. And it's so important. I just can't stress to you how important your skin prep is, because if your skin prep is not good, your makeup is not going to go on right, it's not going to stay, it's not going to last, and most importantly, it's not going to look the way that you want it to look, especially when we have these drastic shifts in our environment that we live in, our homes, and then the outside forces, the weather, the cold, the heat, the humidity, all those things. So I have really lathered that on this morning, and I'm gonna list these things in my videos. I have been asked to put them in the video, so I'm going to put them in the video, and I'm going to try to do them as I in the same order. If I don't, I apologize, but I'm going to try. Elf 24-hour moisturizing primer, my favorite, love it, use it every day. My CoverGirl skin corrector moisturizer and color corrector, use this one every day too. In combination, those are a must. And I've got those on, and I'm letting those sink into my skin. I'm letting them be absorbed by my skin. I put them on a little bit, and I used my fingers just a little bit, but I really do want my skin to absorb those products. I sure hope the volume is better here today for you. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my foundation, and this is my Haus Labs. And I'm just going to get it started with my fingers, and then I'm going to use the brush to finish it. Just want to kind of get it a little bit started there this morning. Okay, so this foundation also just is so incredibly moisturizing for my face. I think that's one of the reasons it does so well on my skin is that it has these extra properties that help to moisturize and revitalize my skin. I also love this product because a little goes such a long way. You don't need very much of this at all. You saw I used 3 little pumps, and I mean little. They weren't a lot of product, and it just goes, covers my entire complexion, and I have plenty. I even have leftovers that I am taking down onto my neck area to make it all look uniform. And you will notice that I do put that up on my lids, my eyelids too. Me personally, I don't see the need. My phone should not be ringing this early in the morning. I don't know why that's happening. Phone lines are not open yet. This makeup, not only does it give you great coverage, like a full coverage foundation would, but it breathes like a tinted moisturizer. It does not feel like a full cover foundation at all. And it just seeps and sinks into my skin, and it plumps the areas that I struggle with, which is right here, right up here, and sometimes in here. But those areas have gotten so much better with this product, and I know that's part of the reason why my skin is looking so much better. I've always had beautiful skin. I'm not saying that my skin was in bad shape. I'm just saying that my skin is looking even more refreshed, and the fine lines that I was seeing, I'm not seeing, and I know that's because of this product. I just know that, in combination with my moisturizers. Alright, that's all blended in really well. We're going to go to LA Girl Pro concealers today, and I'm going to be mixing 2. I'm going to be mixing white and pink, because I noticed yesterday in my video I could definitely see these problem areas right here. So I'm going to give it a little bit more help today. As I have a photo shoot, I want to make sure that I'm giving my complexion the best chance to look the best it can while we are doing this photo shoot. So this is the white one. I do love these products because they have what appears to be a paintbrush applicator. So you can be very precise when you're using these, putting them exactly where you want them. As you can see, it is a paintbrush applicator. It is a little hard sometimes to get out. So I'm just going to kind of, don't want my wands to get color mixed, so I'm just trying to be real careful not to do that. Alright, I used the pink and the white today. Alright, let's get my concealer brush and start up here at the top. One of my followers sent me this message yesterday, and they are in Tennessee, and they were struggling with very cold temps too, and I think we're all should be coming out of it a little bit today. Shouldn't be quite as cold today. using the concealer actually as a lid primer too. I am not one that feels the need to have to go buy another product just to sort of prime my lids. I feel like my concealer can do just as well as a lid primer. Some influencers aren't going to agree with that, and that's okay. That's their opinion. It's my opinion. Just sometimes feel like you've really got to do what works best for you and your budgetary restraints, and for me that's just an area that I feel like I can save a little bit. I'd rather save that money and apply it to one of my more expensive products that I need. My foundation, for example, or my powders, my blushes. Okay, got all that really stippled in nicely. I don't see any lines. And my husband moving around this morning. This looks like he's off for his morning walk. Be careful. By the way, I'm using these Ananice brushes. I love them. I think they're definitely worth the investment. They are not one of the cheapest brush lines, but they're definitely good. You can wash them. They bounce back just like they were when you got them brand new. They're definitely worth the investment, and I thank Juicy for that recommendation. I watched her use them, and I was really impressed how they worked, and so thought I'm going to give it a go. Okay, so you can see how that has really just leveled out my complexion and my skin beautifully. It is a little white because I've got this white concealer, but I'm going to use a pink setting powder today because that actually works really well when you're working on film. Actually shows up really nicely, and it actually, you can see by just this area right here, you look here and then you look over here, you can see the difference already in how the pink tones down the white concealer, and it gets me a much closer to natural skin tone color. I'm just taking my powder puff and dipping it in and sealing all of my wet products, my foundation and my concealer. I always start underneath the eyes. I don't know why, that's just how I was taught, and so that's the way that I continue to do that. And just beautiful. I mean, really, for somebody with mature skin, to have such a level looking complexion that is uniform, where I don't see a lot of age spots, and I'm not using a really heavy foundation to prevent that from happening. I just think these products are remarkable for mature skin, and if you're like me and you have that mature skin, just remember, you know, your first thing always is going to be your skin prep, and then using products that help you along the way with your mature skin. Okay, so I'm going to come in now. I'm going to mark my eyebrows like I did yesterday. That worked a lot better for me yesterday. Got them a lot more even. Okay, I got to use my glasses though, because I'm blind as a bat all day long. Once I get the outline, then I can take my glasses off. But I really do need to get the outline done so I can see, so I can see where I'm going. Now I can take my glasses off. I can see it well enough with my really big magnifying mirror here that I can finish now with my mirror. And as I've said before, just using this pencil to draw in and completely shape my brows and this side. Wish we could figure out, you know, those stencils that a lot of people use. I cannot use those to save my neck. They end up being completely cockeyed. They never come out even. Wish I could figure out what I'm doing wrong when I use those, because to me that seems like a really great product, but I just cannot do it. One ends up going up here, the other ends up going up there. Just so we'll just use what I am comfortable using, which right now is this new system. Thank you, ladies, for encouraging me to make the change. Do a little cleanup here with my spoolie, just to sharpen the top line here and this line right here, and have to come back in with my concealer brush to fix that now, but that's okay. Just clean that up right there. Very good. And I'm just gonna brush them real quick for the next step, which is my wax. I got a little too much off of this end over here. Okay. Struggling a little bit this morning with these, probably because I'm rushing. You know, when you rush, it's always a bad thing, right? Well, for me it is anyways. Okay, we're going to fix this. We're going to let them dry, and then we're going to come back. We're going to put our wax on. As Mr. Miyagi used to say, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Karate Kid. One of my favorite movies when I was growing up. I believe he's passed away now, Mr. Miyagi. Great actor. Great series that was. Such a good message behind it. Okay, so now this is the second step. This is the wax step. And I'll let that dry for just a second. I really want it to dry today before I mess with anything else. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to come in with my Colorstay 24-hour setting powder, and I'm going to start with a heavier presence under here, so when I go to wipe off my fallout, it picks it up a little bit better. It did okay yesterday, but I did notice that I had quite a bit of fallout yesterday, and I think some residual was left. So today I'm using this really, really pretty palette. It's a dupe for Flower Nose, and I got it from Shein, and it's just a beautiful, as you can see, nude type taupey palette. I'm wearing grays and greens and taupes, and I have this photo shoot today, so I'm really trying to sort of do a neutral face. Not that my photo shoot is going to be with my face, because it's not. That's not the type of photo shoot. But I do want my my makeup to be nice and neutral today. So I'm taking the lightest color in here. It's like a shimmery type white, and we're applying that to the lid and then all up into the eye socket. Taking that all the way up under my brow bones. I want that, definitely want that appearance that my eye sockets are open and large. Then we're going to take the next pearlescent, and it's sort of a mixture between a taupe and a gray, and we're going to put that here in the transition area. And like I said, it's sort of a mixture between taupe and gray. Just really neutral. Just trying to create a little bit of definition so my eyes look nice and wide and open today. But neutral. Whenever you go into a photo shoot, it's really important, unless you have a specific look that your photographers are going for. I always try to have a very subtle but feminine, neutral look. So when I get there and they potentially need some changes, it's going to be an easy addition. And then I'm using the darker color. So this is the colors that we've used so far. I have used this color here, this beautiful pearlescent. I've mixed these two. Then I've come in and I've used this one, and I've mixed those for the transition. Then I'm going to come in with the left column, the top and the bottom, and I'm going to mix those two for the outline of my eye down here on my bottom waterline. And then the top waterline here in the outer corner. And I do have some fallout, but it's definitely not bad today. We're going on this corner because we are trying to extend and widen the actual eye from here to here. And so by pulling it out this way and pulling it out this way, you are creating that cylindrical look where you're making your eyes look bigger from here to here. It's just a subtle difference, but it definitely does show up, especially in, you know, the kind of lighting that we're going to be using today. So I'm going to come back in and we're going to sweep. Going to add a little bit more just to give a little bit of light under my eyes and in the corner on the nose. Then I do want to take my tiny little brush, wipe it on my tissue, make sure it's really clean. No, that's the wrong one. That is my outlining brush. This tiny little brush, and I'm dipping back into the pearlescent, and I'm putting that right here in the corner. I want to make sure that we've got a very bright tear duct area right here. This also helps to give the illusion that your eyes are wider and more open. And then of course, for me, because I'm so dark, I want to make sure that I have no shadowing right here in the corners against my nose. I don't want there to be any shadowing right here and right here. So I come back in with a very tiny little brush and I dip it into that pearlescent color to help me brighten underneath that eye. Now, I'm going to use my Milani contour today, like I always do. This is in the lightest color. Milani is a fantastic product line, especially if you're just starting to grow your makeup collection. It's definitely affordable. The formulas last a really long time, and the variety is phenomenal with them. I mean, truly amazing. Now, I'm going to do something else today. I'm going to dip back into that same eyeshadow, the taupe color, and I'm going to create just a little bit deeper shadow over here today. This is not much, but just enough to create a little bit darker contour line. And the reason for this is obviously this photo shoot today. And you can definitely see now. See, you can you look here and here and here and here, and then compare it to here and here. You can definitely see that contour, and that's what I like. That's the subtleness that I like. I'm not a big fan of the really dark highlight. For me, it just doesn't look normal for me. Then I am going to finish today, my finishing powder today, I'm going to use my Fenty powder foundation. This is a combination of a dry foundation and a powder. It's very, very finely milled. And I just want to seal this all up before I put my blush on today. This is just a little bit of a refining look for photography today, because I definitely want my skin to look porcelain and matte. And I didn't use enough. I didn't use a lot. I just used enough to kind of give the top before adding my blush, which I'm adding my blush now. And this is my Fenty Tarte. I'm sorry, it's Tarte, not Fenty. I apologize. I don't know why I do that. This is my Tarte Energy blush, and add adding that to the balls of my cheeks right here. A little bit on my nose, a little bit on my chin, and then just a tad bit up in my forehead. I prefer to have a brighter color added back to my face. Instead of using the contour so much, I would prefer to use blush to do that, and so that's why you'll see me doing that differently than a lot of other people do. They use their contour up in here. It's just not my preference. So, okay, lipstick. Before we get to eyes, this is my L'Oreal Color Riche number 620 Mica, and again, this is a neutral coppery mauvey type color that's works very, very good in a neutral type makeup look, which is what we're going for today. Okay, let's come back in before we do anything else, and let's finish these brows. Let's come back in with the color portion, step number 3, and this is the actual brow mascara, if you will. It's what I call it, because to me that's what it does. And I'm filling in the areas where I have sparse color. And don't need a lot, but just in those areas where it's a little sparse. Okay, that's done. Great, great product. So grateful to you ladies for pushing me out of my comfort zone to try something different. That's a big deal. When I tell you that's a big deal, you could ask my husband how often that happens, and he'll tell you it never happens. So, okay, let's curl these lashes. So excited for today. I just so look forward to coming in the morning times and talking with you guys and seeing how you are doing, and thanking you for being part of this wonderful community where we can talk to each other about things that we discuss in these videos, and our community, and what works, what doesn't work, where we are in our stage of life, what goals and aspirations that we have. I am such a big believer that your age doesn't define where you're going in your life. It's just a number. It just defines where you are, how old you are. But that should never stand in your way of chasing goals and dreams and aspirations. More now than ever at this time in human history is that true, that you are never too young and you are never too old to go after and chase your dreams and your goals. And with hard work, faith, love, and dedication, I think you can get there. That's what my channel is all about, is encouraging you and giving you advice and tips along the way, and demonstrations and life experience to help you. You know, helping each other is what I think our society has lost. I really believe that. It takes a community to raise, you know that old saying, it takes a community to raise a child. It takes a community to live. Not just raise the child, but then have the child live and grow into a successful, stable, loving, caring, committed, successful human adult. And I think we sometimes forget that our community is part of our support system. Unfortunately, there are times where our community can hurt, and that's not a good thing. I feel like our community should be a place where any community, any group, you know, any gathering of individuals should be a place where you can express yourself, and you don't have to agree with everybody. You know, we're humans, we're all different, so how I feel is going to be different to how you feel. As long as we respect each other, that's where human kindness and love, in my opinion, is the greatest power on this earth. To care for each other, support each other, help each other. Be excited for our friends and our community members when they reach their goal. And congratulate them when they get there. Yeah, well, you know, we're all human. We're going to have those moments where we feel jealous or envious. After all, we're all human. But turning that into motivation for yourself, I think, is a huge driving force. You may not be at that level as the person that you are jealous of, but use that to motivate yourself to get there, so you can have the fruits of your labor and get to your dreams and your goals and your desires and live your life successfully and have it all. After all, that's what we strive for in our life, to be successful, to have all the things that we want. And my social media is a place to help provide that support by talking about the products that I am a distributor for, the products that I recommend on my page, to support other survivors of RSD and weight loss, and just help each other get through this very stressful life that we all live. And if I can help you along the way, then for me, that is such satisfaction at this stage in my life, to be able to give back to all of you, to help you, because what you give me in return, you can't buy. And that's friendship and support. The support that you all have given me in the last 5 weeks during my husband's recovery is something that I will take with me forever, because I don't personally know the people that are communicating with me, but they know how stressful and scary this was. And so just the words to say, how is he? I'm so glad to hear he's doing well. That means so much to me. I can't tell you how much it means. So thank you. So, okay, I think we're done for today. Let's look and see how we look. Very nice. Very subtle, which is what I was going for. Add just a little bit more color right here. Okay. And very, very nice. Boy, those colors on that palette are really stunning. This is a beautiful knockoff. This is a dupe, definitely for Flower Nose. And it is a beautiful, beautiful palette. This is the color that I used in my transition. I'm just going to pick a little bit more of that up with this one, and I'm just going to just a little bit more right here. I want to make that a little bit more prominent as I look into the camera here, just to get that definition. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. This is a great dupe for Flower Nose. If you can't afford Flower Nose, and I know it's not one of the more budget-friendly brands, it's a beautiful brand, and I thoroughly enjoy it, and I totally recommend it. This is a great starting point and a great dupe, though. This is from Shein, and there's no name to it. It's just Shein. You can tell it's got a beautiful lady on the top of the box, and hope you can see that there. Shein, $4. Can't beat that, right? I mean, come on, $4. All right, it is Thursday. I am out of here today. I'm so excited to have this photo shoot today. Thank you everybody for wishing me well for that. I really appreciate it. I hope you can hear me better today. Please let me know if the volume is better. Thank you so much for letting me know. To my wonderful friend in Tennessee, I hope your morning is a little bit better like mine is today. It's not down in the teens. And God bless you on this Thursday. The weekend is almost here. We can see it tomorrow. I hope wherever you are, you have a fantastic day. Support each other, encourage each other, help each other along the way. Just put your feelings and your thoughts out there. You never know who's going to read it and think, that sounds like something I should do. That's what this is all about. Helping each other. Getting that out there so other people can learn and experience from our own experience and life lessons. And please remember, age, it's just a number. It doesn't stop you or prevent you from just going after every single dream, goal, aspiration you have. It's just a number. You're never too young and you're never too old. And I believe that wholeheartedly. Thanks so much for getting ready with me this morning. I so appreciate it. Have a fantastic Thursday. Be safe, be warm. And guys, thank you so much. Make sure you hit the bell so you know the next time I post a video. And if you're not part of the community, please join us. We'd love to have you and hear where you are and express your thoughts and ideas. That's what makes all of us have enriched, successful lives. Support and friendship. God bless. This is Carrie. Have a wonderful day. See you the next time.